Thank you, everyone, and welcome to the Park Cafe, where we are doing this presentation this afternoon. I want to say thank you to all of you for being a part of the Capital Media family. Without listeners, there is no Capital Media. You would be just capital, but capital would be going down the drain. So media means that we are communicating with people, and we hope that from your presence here today, it demonstrates that you are fans of Capital Media. Let me introduce the folks here. David Bailey, who is in charge of promotions. Kirk Brown, who is our top music man in the afternoon. Captain Kirk, as we call him. Rebecca, who is our COO, and your humble servant. I just happen to be the chairman and try to guide things along. So, we at Capital Media, as you know, set out to be different. We don't want to do what everybody else is doing. We figured we would develop a strategy and do things differently. We're the only station in this region in high definition, and we're the only station that has studios in London, in Orlando, and in Trinidad and Tobago. And we did that because we wanted to draw on talent from those various areas, and also to be able to reflect culturally things that happen in those areas. So this afternoon, while Kirk is here, Esha in London is doing the afternoon drive time show out of London right now on Capital Media. How cool is that? That's very, very cool, yeah? And a lot of our programming and our content is different. Our morning show is different. Our news is different. All the things that we try to do, all the elements that we do. So I think you get it because you obviously listen to the station. And we want to thank our sponsors, but I'm going to let Rebecca do that. All the people who supported us and who are represented here today. So Rebecca, over to you.
Thank you. I'll use this, right? We're going to do that. Well, thank you for being here and taking the time out to come and, of course, make a celebration out of this competition. I got to be excited by a proxy because I got to talk to all of you winners, and every time they say, we're so excited, we're ready to go, we can't wait to go to Panama. And that's the whole idea why we wanted to do this. Why we first started and we were talking to Copa and we said, let's explore this Barbados-Panama connection. Let's see how we can go and see what is happening in Panama, peruse the history, go and shop, do all the fun things that Panama as a destination has to offer. So that's how it kind of started, and then it just snowballed from there, and we had support from our sponsors, of course, BTMI, my favorite drink, Coca-Cola, no sugar. So that's always fun when you get your favorite drink on board. And of course, Going Places Travel. Thank you for being here, Alana. I really appreciate it. And Capital Media as well. But Copa Airlines, the National Cultural Foundation also came on board to help us make this possible so that we can make these connections going further, so that we can send you guys, so that you can tell other people and your friends how awesome Panama is, and that maybe we can bring some people from Panama to Barbados too, right? So that's all part of it. So today we're gonna take some photos, create a little more excitement. If you can't sleep at night already, hopefully you won't be able to sleep until you go. But I know there's a lot of exciting things in store. You're gonna get to go see the Panama Canal. You're gonna get to maybe go see a museum. They have hop on and hop off buses, I'm told, which take you double-decker, which is pretty cool that you can hop on and go to all different destinations in the city. And you also get to visit the ambassador of Panama for Barbados in Panama as well. So they'll be receiving you with a full red carpet when you arrive on the day of. So that's really exciting. So thank you to Ambassador Ian Walcott as well for welcoming these listeners to Panama, and you'll get to see a lot of cool things along the way. So make sure you take your photos, encourage, tell your family how good it is over there so that they'll want to go too. So we'll take some photos today, and of course I have Kirk here too, who's going to be leading the trip. So he's the best person because he's, I don't know, multilingual, because it's not even tri or bilingual. He can speak a lot of languages. So don't worry if you don't speak Spanish, he's got it covered. Can I have a soundbite?
Oh,
something?
gracias, señorita Fernandes. Not Fernandes today, Fernandes.
Yeah.
So, bienvenidos a Capital Media, also de Park Café. Soy Kirk Brown, encantado.
So you won't get lost.
You get a
That's what we're trying to say.
We're going to have a good time, trust me.
So again, thank you to Copa Airlines, thank you to BTMI, thank you to Going Places Travel, Coca-Cola No Sugar, and CF for making this all possible. Hopefully we'll be able to do more things like this in the future. So we're very excited, and congratulations to the winners as well. It's going to be a good trip. Yeah.
just before we take the photos, there are just two other little points that came to mind. As Rebecca mentioned, His Excellency Ian Walker will host you when you arrive. There's a reception that evening,
Yes.
and you'll get an opportunity to integrate with some Panamanians. There's a Panamanian radio station.
Yep.
There's a Panamanian radio station that is also partnered with this exercise, so they're hoping to send people now to Barbados. So hopefully you will make some contacts with them and develop some friendships too as well. Very important to remember that Panama and Barbados have a really close connection. Some of you who are really young won't know this. I knew it from things that I picked up at school. So if I didn't know it, then hardly likely you would have known it. But there's a strong link between Panama and the Barbados economy and how Barbados was built and Panama, because in the early 1900s, people went to Panama to help build the Panama Canal. And so when we go to the Panama Canal, remember that many people from Barbados would have gone there, and many would have lost their lives there too as well, would have given their lives. So Barbadians helped to make that sacrifice and to build that canal, which is really an utterly amazing thing. So thank you all for being a part of it. Yeah? All right. So let's do the photos and that kind of stuff and so on. And let's just hold that up and make sure.